secure. And so my vision for it is to just build on where I'm at.
Okay. And are you looking for anything in particular in regards to a relationship?
I'd like a long-term relationship, possibly marriage one day. So.
Do you like to cook?
Not especially, no. I'd like a long-term relationship, possibly marriage one day.
So. 1 second. Do you like to cook?
Not especially, no.
We just have to mute our YouTube.
Possibly marriage one day.
Okay, I think we're muted. Okay. So do you like to go out and have fun, get dressed up and be pampered by your man all in the same day? Would you like that?
I would like that. That's nice, yeah.
Okay. And are you more of an R&B person, a rap person, a jazz? What type of music?
I'm more of an R&B person.
And who's your favorite R&B artist?
Right now, I like her. I'm kind of into her.
Yeah. She's cool. Okay. Mm-hmm. Do you like to go to concerts, things like that?
I do, though I haven't been to one in a very long time. I'd like to. Well, last one, I think I took my best friend to see Garth Brooks because that's who she likes. But I haven't in a while.
Okay, and my last question to you is, do you like to travel?
I do. I travel a lot for work, but I also get a chance to do it for leisure as well.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Paulita? Let's see if Paulita's on mute.
Hello, Lady QB.
Hello.
I always tell you I like that QB. That's me too. So how was your day today? How's it going?
Pretty good. How was yours?
It's going well. It is. Nice day out. First time in a long time I actually went to get something to eat, and we went to a restaurant, but we actually went outside on the patio. So
nice.
We had a patio. So because of the quarantine, are you the type of person, would you mind going inside to eat, or would you prefer to sit on the balcony or the patio and eat if you had a date with Mr. DH?
It depends on the weather. I'm open to either, but it just depends on the weather. I'd like to sit outside if it isn't too hot, but if it's too hot out, too humid, no.
Okay. That's a good one. It depends. So how are you with weather? Like heat? Do you prefer?
I can deal with it.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Deal with it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What were you saying?
No, I just said I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off if you hadn't finished your question.
No, that's it. So what have you learned about yourself since this quarantine has taken place?
That I've worked entirely too hard the last few years, that I didn't make time to do a lot of the things that I do now, that I kind of just leisurely do now. That I don't have a problem being isolated because it doesn't bother me. And just that I enjoy spending, but I also enjoy seeing, my family and my friends, because being, just in the house with the kids and not seeing my sister and not seeing my nieces and nephews, I kind of miss them all.
Oh, okay. I can understand that. I haven't seen a lot of people, so I can sympathize with you on that. So which song lyrics best describes your life?
Gosh, it's one, I can't think of the lyrics, but it's a song by India Ari. It's, gosh, I think it's Paradise.
Okay.
But I don't know the actual lyrics to it, but it's just to kind of sum it up. She just, it's a song where she kind of sings about making her own choices and decisions and what's best for her, and she's free. So I just kind of how I feel.
Okay, I like that you're free. So could you describe a normal relationship? A normal, happy relationship. What does that look like to you?
Or two people, you're not perfect, but you are imperfectly perfect for each other, and you communicate. I mean, everyone has their different things that they bring to the table and their different upbringings, but if you communicate, and the thing is, you don't give up on each other, I think it works. I think we make everything difficult and our own expectations of each other.
Okay. So within a relationship, how do you how would you continue to keep that person to trust you? What would you have to do?
I
Just
think I think open lines of communication, that builds trust. If you feel that I'm not lying, there isn't nothing, I'm not hiding, I'm very transparent in what I do, it shouldn't be a reason to not trust me.
okay. And can you name something that you're continually improving in your life?
Um, my community, I talk a lot, but
Okay.
my communication, I talk a lot, and then at times, I get boggled down with a lot of tasks that I kind of put on myself. And so I don't communicate well in them times because I'm doing 100 other things. So I've been working on kind of keeping things in their proper perspective and proper places so it doesn't hinder the ability for me to communicate with someone else or with my significant other.
Okay. And my last question, is there something that on your first date and even your second date that you
Mhm.
would prefer DH not to ask you that can
No,
hold off?
mm-mm, nope.
You're an open book.
Yeah, ask me
All
what you want
right.
to know.
I like it. Well, that's it for me.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that was fun. So we'll go ahead and start off with Mr. DH. Mr. DH, how's it going?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Doing good. Earlier you said you walked 6 miles, so that means that you like to work out. You're very self in tune with your body, managing your body.
I am. I'm definitely trying to get back to it. This quarantine put about 10 pounds on me, so I
I
got I
understand.
got to shake that off.
I get it. Tell me, what is the best part of being in a relationship to you?
The best part about being in a relationship to me is just having fun with the person that I'm with, having a good time. That's the best part to me.
All right. And what is your occupation?
I'm a deputy project manager in the IT field.
All right. And how tall are you?
6'3".
All right. If you only had $20 in your pocket and you did not have a car, but you wanted to show Miss Lady QB a good time, how could you do that with the $20 in your pocket and no car?
Oh, so I grew up poor, so I can make money stretch. I would probably take her on a wine tasting. That's what I would do with that $20. Take on a wine tasting.
All right. I like that. And did you go to college?
I did.
All right. And uh, where did you go to undergrad?
I went to American Public University
All
for
right.
undergrad and grad school.
Perfect. Perfect. And how long would you say that you would wait before you actually made a commitment with a woman?
I don't have a specific time frame. It's just on the level of how we're vibing and how we're progressing together. So it doesn't matter to me. I don't have a specific time frame. It can be a month. It can be 3 months.
All right. Do you have any insecurities?
I do not.
All right. And this is my last question to you before I turn it over to my co-host. What qualities do you look for in a woman?
The qualities I look for in a woman, is she God-fearing? Is she honest? Um, does she value time with people? Because I think that's pretty important, not only with myself, but with her family and her friends. Does she value that? Does she have some type of integrity? And is she a self-thinker? Um, so I know a lot of women can be easily manipulated, by friends, family, coworkers. I just want my woman to be a critical thinker.
All right. That sounds good to me. I'm going to turn it over to my co-host.
Thank you, Mr. DH. Do you have children?
I do. I have a daughter that's 16.
Okay. Are you looking to have more children?
I depend if I'm married and me and my wife like to have more. I'm up to it.
So you're looking to be serious, to be married eventually?
Yes.
Okay. And you currently live in Maryland and you went to American Public, that's in DC, right?
It's actually in West Virginia, but I did it all online.
Okay. And you're originally from Texas. So what do you like about Maryland?
What I like about Maryland is the four seasons. Definitely enjoy that. It doesn't get too hot during the summer months. And I just like a lot of the things out here that's available. Like I live in a town center, so I can pretty much walk for most of the things that I need, far as going to the park, store, cleaners, whatever I need, it's in walking distance. So I like that a lot.
Okay. And you're a dad. So what'd you do for Father's Day this year?
Father's Day, pretty much nothing. I actually went to go see my daughter and brought her back so my family can see her as well. So I did a road trip to go get her. And I just went to grab some food, and all my family was there, and I have a small family. And we just played dominoes and laughed and talked and ate good.
Okay. Do you like to be pampered, and do you also like to pamper your woman? Do you like her to look nice at all times or just relaxed?
It depends on the situation. Depends on where we're going. We're just going to the grocery store. She don't have to be fly. But if we're going out somewhere, then of course I expect for her to dress up and look nice, and so would I.
So do you like to pamper her?
Of course.
Or should she maintain that on her own, or what?
Yeah, of course I like to pamper the woman that I'm with, but I'm also like to be pampered as well.
And how do you like to be pampered? What's your most, what's the number one way you like to be pampered? Is it touch, or I guess what's your, what are those called? The 5
Love language?
Love languages. What is your top love languages?
My top love language is quality time, and that's my top one. I forget what the second one is, but quality time is definitely my number one.
So there's also touch, there's words of affirmation,
Gift giving,
and gift giving.
Oh, touch is definitely number 2 then.
Okay. All right. So you like a woman who has, or do you like a woman who's curvy? I think you do. I think you said that the other day. You like a woman who's curvy. Why? Why do you like that?
I'm a Southern man. I grew up that way. I've been like that since a little boy. I've always had that those feelings towards a woman when I see her physically as being curvy, because that's what I grew up around.
Okay. And you like to touch her. You like to touch whatever it is that you like about her.
Exactly. I like to be next to her, touch her all the time. I'm hands-on.
Okay. And you indicated that you like traveling as well. What's your next choice of destination?
With Rona going on, I think that's canceled for the rest of the year. But I definitely want to visit all the islands in the Caribbean. I want to go to Africa, South Africa, and a couple more countries in Africa as well. I want to go to Spain because I want to do the running of the bulls one day. So hopefully, when Rona ends, hopefully soon, I'll definitely start knocking those things off my bucket list.
Okay, you also indicated that you travel for work maybe 2 to 3 times a month. Is that right?
Once or twice a month.
Once or twice a month. So with the coronavirus, have you been traveling, or of course not?
No, we've grounded.
Okay. So what can a woman expect with you now? Can she expect that you be home with her more, or that you'll still be away and won't be able to give her daily attention because you're at work?
Oh no, I can definitely give her time daily. As of now, I go to work starting Monday, and then we're in office for a week and working from home the next week. So I'm home. I'm done with schooling for right now, so I got time on my hand.
Okay, you said you just received your master's last month or last week?
Last
and
month.
Congratulations to that.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, that was my last question. I'm going to turn it over to Qualitha. Thank you, Mr. DH.
No problem.
Okay, Mr. DH. So, if you can jump forward in your life or jump backwards in your life, what year or what age would you jump to, or would you stay where you're at now?
I'll stay where I'm at right now because all the things that happened in my life in the past has put me in the position that I'm in today. So I'll definitely stay where I'm at right now.
Okay. So, is there anybody in your family that has a long relationship that you look up to? And if it is, or married rather, in your family that is married for a very long time, what is something that you admire about that person, or if it is somebody?
It'll be my parents. They've been together. If I'm 38, my parents have been together for 34 years and married 28 of those years because I was raised with my stepdad. So I look to them. I look up to them for that because I know that, you know what I'm saying, doing throughout the years, marriage is not easy. And they always work through it. And they still talk their crap, but they have a good time.
Okay, so your goal is to have a long lasting marriage. That's what it sounds like. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay. So if you daydream about a woman all day, what would that dream look like?
It depends on who she is to me. Is it my woman or someone that I'm trying to
Well,
date?
it's your woman. It's your woman.
That daydream can go either way. They can go rated R, it can go PG. Just depends on the mood that I'm in.
Well, something rated PG.
PG, just us, just laughing and having a good time, relaxing next to each other.
Okay. So if you can change something about the world today, what would you change?
I would change that the president that we have right now. I would change that.
Okay. And if you were to get married next year, what would you miss about being single?
What I miss about being single? I won't miss it. There's nothing that I would miss about being single.
Okay. So it's nothing you would miss. Well, that's good. That's good, Lady QB. So it's nothing he would miss. So when was the last time you stayed up all night chit-chatting with a woman, and how long was it? On the phone, just bringing the sunset in, sunset down, whatever. How long has it been? And set
Years.
up, down.
Yeah,
Years?
years, definitely years.
Okay.
Long time.
All right. Well, that is it. I can keep going, but that's it.
All right, I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. Those are some fun questions.
That was very fun.
Yeah. Ms. Lady QB, do you have 2 questions that you would like to ask Mr. DH?
I do. The first one is, what part of Texas are you from, and when's your birthday?
I'm from Houston, and birthday is October 23rd.
Okay, nice. That's all I have.
All right. So that would make you are you a Gemini, Mr. DH?
Scorpio, you way up.
Okay. Well,
but you are turning 39.
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right. So last year in your 30s. How does that feel?
It feels like a blessing. You know, I have some friends that didn't make it past 25, so it definitely feels like a blessing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Did you have 2 questions for Miss Lady QB?
Yes. How tall are you?
I'm 5'3".
5'3". Okay. And also, where were you born and raised?
I was born in Chicago. I was
Okay.
raised in Chicago. Well, outside of the city, but still Chicago.
All right. Cool. All right. I had a lot of friends from Chicago in the military. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Cool people.
All right. Well, that was it for you 2. Miss Lady QB, this was actually your last one. So what happens next is that you send me a DM. If you want to move on to stage 2, you send me a DM and let me know your top 2 picks that you would like to move into stage 2 with. Other than that, if you had any more questions for Mr. DH, you can also send me those to my DM, and I'll be sure to forward those to Mr. DH.
Okay.
And
Sounds
we
good.
appreciate you trusting us through this process. It's been really fun getting to know you.
Yes,
Thank
Lady
you.
QB, thank you for letting us get to know you. You sound like a wonderful woman.
You are a
Thank
beautiful,
you.
strong, independent,
Thank you.
great mother. And I mean, I wish you luck throughout this process.
Thank you.
Me
Thank you
too.
so much. It
Thank
was good to
you.
get to know you guys as well.
You
Okay,
too.
we'll talk to you soon.
Well,
Talk to you soon.
you all can exchange pleasantries if you like, Mr. DH, Lady QB, if you all want to say anything to each other.
Oh yes, Miss QB, it was a definite pleasure talking to you and getting to know you, and thank you for taking the time out of your busy day.
Oh, no problem. Thank you. And it was a pleasure getting to know you as well.
Already.
You have
Have a good night, Lady QB. Lovely Lady QB.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, Mr. DH, we have let me